Tom, this is Jackie with Tomball Digital Marketing, and I just want to shoot you over the little video that I was telling you about. We're just going to go over a couple things as far as like what we do, and then in comparison to what some of your competitors are doing and how we can kind of get you going in that direction. As of right now, you've been doing pretty good. I did notice that you have two different sites for the Castle Doors and More Spring, and then castledoors.net. Kind of my initial suggestion would be to redirect one to the main site so there's not two floating around. So any efforts as far as you're doing with digital marketing all goes to one page. So you're actually building that domain rating up and moving up in Google. So kind of depending on your goals. But I have the site that is on your Facebook right now, the Castle Doors and More Spring. And going through it, the site looks pretty good. I mean, I definitely would suggest revamping it so it looks a little bit more modern. But a couple of suggestions as far as like Google goes, I would add more content on here. Google likes to see in between 1,500 and 2,000 words of content, and within those words you want to put the keywords that you want to be found for, and I'll kind of go into that here in just a little bit. But the longer Google can stay on your site, then those Google bots will crawl everything, the more stuff you're being indexed for, and then you get more authority with Google. They trust you more. So I input your information into a tool that I use called Ahrefs, and we'll look at the UR and the DR first. So that's the strength and the trust that your site has with Google. This is on a scale of 100. So you want this continually moving up, and you want both numbers to be pretty similar. So your strength is up there, but your trust isn't quite up there. And there could be for a multitude of reasons, but one of which could be backlinks. So you have 124 backlinks coming from 29 referring domains or websites. So what a backlink is, it's your website linked to another site that points direction back to you, but not all backlinks are the same. So some are going to be spammy and some are going to be more authoritative. So when we go to get the backlinks, we want to make sure that they are powerful and preferably, niche specific, and they're going to send that power to your site to help move you up in the ranks and allow you to come up in Spring and Cypress and Houston and any of the other areas that you service. You are coming up for 148 keywords, so kind of taking a peek at some of those. Let's see, wood front doors, Houston. That has 10 people a month that look this up. This is a pretty difficult word to start ranking for. This is a high keyword difficulty, 49. So I wouldn't suggest going after this keyword initially because you want to go after the low-hanging fruit with a little bit higher volume. Let's see, let's go to page 1 here. And it'll show me, let's see, so these are pretty specific for your business, Doors and More. Let's see, that's buyer intent keywords. Would be the door store, that's brand specific. If you work in Tyler, you are indexing for that. So exterior doors, Tyler, there are 30 people a month that look this one up, 30 people a month that look that one up. Those are pretty easy to start ranking for. You are in the 39th position for that, but we could move you up for that one. Spring doors, 150 people a month, look that up. You're in the 41st position. Glass door spring, 40 people a month. This is another good one. You are in the 45th position. Let's see. Texas front doors, that's pretty generic, so we want something that's buyer intent. Let's see, go to the second page, see if there's anything else. Wrought iron doors, Houston, Texas, there's 30 people a month and you're in the 64th position. So just to kind of give you an idea, once you start ranking for all the keywords that you want to go for in whichever areas, a total amount of, you would add it all up, and then a percentage of that total amount would be going to your site. And then a percentage of that would be giving you a call, depending on your closing rate, turning into a customer. And then kind of piggybacking off of that, I would definitely suggest adding right here a form to fill out that would help increase conversions, and that's one way to keep people on your site and engaged. And then I have your other one pulled up here. These look really good. Again, just more content, a form, a really easy click to call. Just to kind of go over this real quick too, there's the strength is a little bit stronger than the other site as well. Same with the trust. You have 320 backlinks, 84 referring domains. And then this one has more traffic. So you really want to make sure that both are being focused on and doesn't kind of get lost. Now, when I Google like door company, Houston, Texas, if this is an area that you're wanting to expand and start ranking for, I see that you are running an ad for this area. So also we want to make sure that the cost per click for the keywords that you're going after isn't astronomical. And that's something we do help with, because running Google ads for stuff like this is fantastic. You just want to really dial it in and have a good landing page and a really good offer for these ads, and you can run several of them at one time and then learn from each ad as you go, and then really help to increase conversions and get more customers immediately. So then you go into the Google My Business profile area, and so this one's specifically for Houston, which is something that you could rank for. You just want to add as many photos as you can. We want to do get as many reviews, reply to the reviews, make sure that all the information is exact in every platform. There's a multitude of ways. And then like coming up in this top 3 for the different areas that you want to be in is pretty imperative. There's 30 to 40% of traffic is going to go to your site or give you a call right from here. And then I know you are coming up for the spring area, which is great. And we could always do an audit if there's any additional keywords to really kind of hone in on to boost you up in those. And so one of the top competitors, Door Masters of Texas. And so here is their site. They have some content. They've got a form right there to fill out. The site's pretty basic. It's nothing too eye-catching, but it's doing well. It really doesn't have a lot of content, so that kind of plays in your favor by adding the content. Like I said, content's king. So here's where they're sitting. They have 1.29 thousand backlinks coming from 145 referring domains. And they're getting 889 organic traffic, 609 keywords. So a good plan of action is to match the amount of referring domains that they have and then beat them out by at least 100. And then again, we want those powerful links. So I was just looking at some of the keywords that they were being found for, and we'll kind of look at those. So a few of those, like front doors Houston, there's 500 people a month that look that up. The keyword difficulty is a little on the harder side. However, this just takes time to actually start ranking for it. But obviously worth it. There's 500 people a month that look it up. Door companies Houston, 300 people look that up. Houston Doors, 300 people. Door company Houston, Texas, 60. Let's see, Custom Doors Houston, 200. That's a good one. Door Masters of Houston. This kid's brand specific. However, it is a pretty good keyword to go for. Let's see, front doors for sale. So this might not be initially really what you do. So that might not be a good one. Let's see, Houston Custom Doors, 100 people a month. Look that up. And then let's see. So Door Company Spring, I pulled that one up. So you're running an ad here. And then coming up, here is the map pack for Door Company Spring. You're actually not coming up for this particular keyword in the map pack, so that one would be a good one to go after. You are coming up in the organics for the castledoors.net, so that's great. So you could definitely ramp up the Google My Business on this aspect. So that would be awesome. And so then lastly, I just want to go over citations, and that's basically putting your business name, address, and phone number in things like Yellow Pages and Yelp. And really, Google's just a huge popularity contest. So you want the most popular website, essentially, according to Google. And by doing that, giving out your information, making sure it's correct on all ends, that's really going to help build your trust with Google and move you up. So if you're wanting to expand out into Cypress, Magnolia, the Woodlands, things like that, that would enable you to do it. And we can create location pages for each individual location that you're wanting to go after. That's very helpful. I would love to speak with you if you have any questions and kind of get to know you and your business a little bit more. Feel free to reach out, and I hope this was helpful.